Hi guys, celebrate Mary Meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. Today we're going to talk about how we create our music. Some people actually wanted to know, and we're going to do that by creating a song. And we're also going to talk about how you can make your own songs or how you can edit songs that ChatGPT creates. If you choose to create your own from scratch, it's no problem. If you choose to have the software do it and just want to tweak it, that's no problem either. So we're going to create a song from scratch. To do that, we're going to talk about what the song's about. It's for some of you may not know, we have a railroad that goes from Danbury, Connecticut, which is run by Amtrak and CSX, which goes into Silver Moon through a portal. Now, I don't know how portals work exactly, so let's just say it's the black box that makes it possible for two greatly separated places to work together, kind of like a wormhole. But what is important to know is the railroad part of it. What is important, how it works, how it has established commerce between the United States at the portal in Danbury, Connecticut, to Silver Moon's main city, which used to be at the main gate, which is now but is covered up by rocks because of the damage done by Erithus and his horrible scourge troops. There's a whole nother story about the scourge. We'll leave that one alone today. We're talking about the railroad specifically. Here's a quick 411 how the railroad came to be. Originally, when the Elon Musk crashed into the ghost dust, the troops in Tranquillon discovered the survivors. Originally there was about 250 at one time, but unfortunately a lot of them perished in the actual crash. It was a ship malfunction, kind of similar to what happened to the Exeter, except it wasn't actually done by the Blood Elves. It was a mechanical problem. Okay? First thing. Second of all, the other thing that happened so you lost about 50 people from an injury from the crashing of the ship into the Ghostlands. As I said, the people at Tranquillon saw and heard the ship crash and went to investigate and saw the 200 survivors, many of them very seriously injured. Of course, the Scourge loved this, and they were basically killing them left and right. So it was long ago decided to give the people of the ship, the Elon Musk ship, a break by trying to rescue them. This is where Jason Hernandez, which at the time was just not able to speak Thalassian at all, was totally mesmerized when a mage created a portal going straight to Silver Moon City right at the edge of the airlock of the ship so that they could get people right from the ship right into Silver Moon City without having to actually step foot on the dead scar, which was fascinating in its own right. He wondered if he could actually, this technology, he could learn this, which he later did. After learning the technology, Sparky, one of the local electronics geniuses, who was a former broadcast engineer, wanted to bring Silver Moon Radio into Silver Moon, which, as I said, will be another story. But to do this, he needed transportation. So, at first, they created an impromptu portal to drive a tractor-trailer truck to deliver the transmitter to the Silver Moon Palace, which is where our studio was based. Upon doing that, it also opened up opportunities to say, look, we can deliver things to and from the United States into Silver Moon as the mass transit route. At first, it was trucks, which is very dirty and dusty and very polluting and very noisy and very limiting because you only could get so many trucks on the road at a time, which is something that the European Union through Germany is doing with Stormwind. And then I say, it's not going well. As I keep forgetting that Elwyn Forrest in Goldshire has no experience in trucks at all, and the people who do drive in Elwyn Forrest and Goldshire often drive like maniacs anyway, so there's been a lot of deaths because of lack of road consistency and road practices. I digress. Anyway, so it was decided later to try installing a railroad. Now, to do that, they wanted to work with the United States. So, they made an effort to the female president of the United States to establish diplomatic normalized relations, and in doing so, began the process of establishing communications, and the railroad service was begun. But it took many years to actually build the trackage on the Silver Moon side because of the fact that obviously the Dead Scar Preservation Society was too excited to destroy everybody and destroy everything because they didn't want the railroad going through the Dead Scar because they wanted to preserve their beautiful Dead Scar for historical and trading purposes, which again is a whole nother story. Let's just say they lost. Alright? But they did get some things in their little battle too. They got, for example, there's a preservation. There's a plexiglass tunnel that protects the Dead Scar from the actual railroad. As the railroad plows through, the Dead Scar are not likely to get crushed by the train wheels because there's a piece of plexiglass, but because there are crossings, they cannot totally cover them. So a few stupid scourge at the time just would go inside the tunnel and get hit by the train and get crushed and stuff like that. But that's a whole nother story. Okay, so I got my dinner in the toaster oven. So let us begin the process of talking about how you write the song. And I need to slide this OBS to another window so I can actually focus and not clog the screen up with a lot of other details. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the software. The first thing you're going to be dealing with, if you want to create music completely on your own, you're going to use ChatGPT. And for this test, that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay. So just type in, write a song of the CSX and Amtrak railways to Silver Moon. How this revitalized Silver Moon City with new food, new people, and new means to import and export products. Explain how, yes, how Michele does feature a story, how Michele and Jason Hernandez was able to talk to the U.S. Congress joint session. That was a joint session Congress session of Congress to normalize, to make this happen. Okay, so we're going to start with this, okay? We're probably going to tweaking it as we go, because I do want to add some speaking sections to the song. I'll explain that a little bit if it doesn't already have one created. It says here, write a song of the CSX Amtrak Railway to Silver Moon, and how this revitalized Silver Moon City with the new food, new people, new... Well, you know what? There's nothing. Before I do that, how did it also revitalize... Okay. It also did the United States too, didn't it? Also, Ceremony City in the United States. In the United States. With new food, new people, new means, import, export, new, okay, so I just updated. Okay, so we're gonna hit enter. So now ChatGPT grinds out the song. Like I said before in the video Cumberland Farms, this is like watching a sausage grinder. It's not really very exciting. So here's the words. Okay, so now we have our song. And we're going to drop it right into the... But I do want to add something to this. Okay, it says, in the land where magic meets the rail, Cybermoon City started a tale. With CSX and Amtrak's might, the city found a new light. Rails to Cybermoon, a bridge to dreams. Revitalizing cities, or it seems. New food, new people, new world so grand, brought together by the rail's command. Okay, so that sounds great. I want to add to that. Aha, so what do you need? Well, I want to add a thing with the code speak, which is a verb for this. So I want to take this, I want to create a new program. So I'm going to go to my editor choice, which is going to be text edit. And then I'm going to go Command V. I'm going to paste this in there. If I don't mess up. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah. Alright. Kind of sucks when you're actually doing a video like this and you're... Okay, so click on the cursor here and hit Command V for verbose. And there's the words. Now, I can do speak. Okay, speak is actually, let me review my notes on speak, because I do have notes on them. Let's see here. Yeah, it's called spoken, not speak. Okay, so spoken. In this case, it's a single line. But we're going to make it a little longer than that. Okay, so from the very beginning, so I'm going to go right up here to the top. I'm going to do an intro. Okay. Spoken. So I'm going to do spoken first. So I'm going to hit spoken. I like to use the same format. It's using a parentheses. That's one thing I do videos, is I can edit them down. That's enough to start. Alright. Now, I want to do, and this is something I would do for every single person who creates music on this program. You might want to have a comment section. So what you do, I tend to do is I do 3 hash marks. Say, Silver Moon Railway. Hash, hash, hash. This might not created by Chat GPT. Hash, hash, hash. This is sort of something how we do it in basic. Modified by MicheleMarieDalene. Okay, so now I have our words. I'm going to go Command A, Command Copy. That's important because what I just did is I just basically am saying this is our modified version. We want to keep this. We're going to save this. So before we do anything else, and we have a copy, I'm going to save a file of it. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go Save. I'm going to call this Silver Moon Real Lyrics. Okay, that way I have it. Because you don't want to lose this, because you're going to use this. Okay? So Silver Moon Railway Lyrics. Okay, and I'm going to save it in Documents. Okay, so now we have our documents. We have our beginnings. Now we can do something with this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take those words, and we're just, because we don't know how it's going to sound, but we got to get it to sound generator. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to Command A, because I'm going to wipe out the demo song. Okay, Command Verbose to paste your new, or you can manually delete all this and type this in this site here. But this is just a rudimentary editor. It's not going to get you very fancy. But okay, so now we got this. Now we got a problem. What kind of music do you want to do? Well, powerful EDM, electronic enemy, reggae, futuristic rock sounds promising. So Silver Moon Railway, okay? And I think because it feels so testosterone-y, I'm going to use the male voice on this. Or you can randomly let the computer choose. Let's try the first. So let's just try random. See how it does. We know this called futuristic rock. Let's go to this. So I generate the song. And so now it's going to run its grinder on it a second time and turn all those words into, you could say, fine sausages. The problem with AI is it works on samples, so it doesn't really create anything new. It's not like you got a whole bunch of AIs that can totally work without this. So now it's kind of created it, but it's probably still grinding it. So let's just go ahead and look at the song as it works right here, and talk about how you upload it. So here's the words, and you can see this. You see this thing here. This thing says download. It's still circling. MP3 audio still circling, and there's no end here. That's because the end isn't yet been done. But I must point out to you that the one problem you're going to run into with these songs is once they go over 4 minutes, they get truncated, which is kind of sad when it happens, because then you might need to change it to fit within the 4 minutes. There is ways to extend it, but yeah, it's kind of a bit inconvenient, and we can certainly listen to it right now as it is, and if we really think it's not that great, we could just throw it away. But let's just see what it sounds like. See, I got the beautiful pictures of a train in here, so let's play some of this.
It's the story of how Jason Herman's helped to rebuild Silver Moon's economy, how it's helped give the city new life. In a land where magic meets the real, Silver Moon City started a tale. With CSX and Amtrak's might, the city found a new light. Rails to Silver Moon, a bridge to dreams, revitalizing cities, or so it seems. New food, new people, a world so grand brought together.
Personally, I don't like that one that much. I think that sucks. I don't get that kind of fine control where I can go ahead and tell it exactly what sheet music to use. I wish it did. So it all basically is a grab bag.
Magic meets the rail, Silver Moon City started a tale. The CSX and Amtrak's might, the city found a new light. Rails to Silver Moon, a bridge to dreams, revitalizing cities, or so it seems. New food, new people, a world so grand, brought together by the rails command. Michelle and Jason, with vision so clear, spoke to Congress, dispelled the fear. In a joint session, they made their case for a future.
No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't like either one. But before I delete it, I might delete it. I don't know. Let's just change this. I don't like this future EDM. I'm gonna go back again and do the same thing. Command delete the generic lyrics, post the new lyrics, and let's just stick with. I like 1980s music too, so 1980s rock. Okay, and then I'm gonna choose Silver Moon Railway. Shooting the Silver Moon, and I definitely think I'm gonna leave it at random again. I'm gonna just try this out, see how it sounds. So the point is, that's what you're gonna be doing all night. You're gonna be running this thing through. ChatGPT, you could do the same thing, but I would recommend with ChatGPT, since you do get a little bit of control, you can always use your text editor, take the generic lyrics from the ChatGPT and add to them. You don't have to replace them. And you don't have to wait for it to finish grinding them out either. There's a modern diesel train and yet they're selling steam engines. Oh well.
This is the story of how Jason Hernandez helped to rebuild Silver Moon's economy, how his love gave the city new life. In a land where magic meets the rail, Silver Moon City started a tale. With CSX and Amtrak's might, the city found a new light. Rails to Silver Moon, a bridge to dreams, revitalizing cities, or so it seems. New food, new people, a world so grand, brought together by the rails command. Nicola and Jason, with vision so clear, spoke to Congress, dispelled the fear. In a joint session, they made their case for a future where rail would embrace. Rails to Silver Moon, a bridge to dreams, revitalizing cities, or so it seems. New food, new people, a world so grand, brought together by the rails command. With every mile, new trade began, import and export, a well-laid plan. Silver Moon flourished, the states did too, thanks to the vision of a dream so true. Rails to Silver Moon, trains brought spices and goods of all kind, cultures blended, hearts entwined. From east to west, a new era dawned. In Silver Moon, a future spawned. Rails to Silver Moon, a bridge to dreams, revitalizing cities, or so it seems. New food, new people, a world so grand, brought together by the rails command. Markets thrived with colors and taste, no resource or product went to waste. Communities grew, economy soared.
By the way, closed caption CC coming up on the screen below. Sure, Google Chrome. I'll talk about that in another.
Revitalizing cities, so it seems. New food, new people, a world so grand, brought together by the rails command. Nicola and Jason, heroes of the track, with Congress behind them, there's no turning back. Silver Moon and the states, hand in hand, united by the rail across this land. Lord to Silver Moon,
I like this one, it sounds good.
rails to Silver Moon, Lord to Silver Moon, rails to Silver Moon.
just how you create music with I Love AI Song um, and ChatGPT together, or you can write them completely out of scratch your own. There's a series of commands you can use. ChatGPT to explain it to me. I said, full list of lyric commands and meanings. Here is a comprehensive list of lyric commands and their meanings, often used to guide performers, musicians, and producers. Spoken indicates that the lyrics should be spoken rather than sung. Repeat specifies a section of the lyrics to be repeated. Reframe and repeat a line typically at the end of each verse. There you go. Chorus, the main recurrent part of the song, often containing the central theme. The verse, the section of the song that usually has different lyrics with each repetition leading to the story. Bridge, the contrasting section. That doesn't necessarily mean contrasting in the other theme music, other than it's a slightly different style of music. Instrumental break, the section featuring instrument music without vocals. Fade out. Ad lib. I gotta try that. That sounds like something I do when I sing. Ad lib. And tempo and dynamics commands. Retardado or rit, gradually slowing down the tempo. The accelerando, gradually increasing the tempo, could be useful. Crescendo, gradually getting louder. Descendo or diminuendo is gradually getting softer. Piano, softly. Forte, loudly. Mezzo piano is, or MP, moderately softly. Mezzo forte is moderately loud. Sforzando, or SFZ, a sudden strong accent. Vocal techniques. A cappella to be sung without instrument accompaniment. A falsetto to sing in a higher range using falsetto voice. A vibrato to sing with a strong fluctuation in pitch or richer sound. Staccato to sing or play the notes sharply and detached. Legato to sing or play the notes smoothly and connected. Yeah, many organ pieces use legato because I recently, you obviously got to get the note transition from one to the next, because unlike a piano, you have your sustain and your, you don't have that on an organ. It just stops because it's just on or off. So sometimes you have a legato to fade from one note to the next. Glissando, to glide on one pitch into another. Other variations is key change or modulation against a shift in the song's key. Segue is a transition directly from the next section without a pause. Tag, a short section added to the end of a song. Coda, the concluding paragraph of a piece of music. Intro, the introductory section of the song. I did not use an intro in this, but if you do, it can be added before the spoken or within the spoken, which we should. I want to play around with that some more. I think I want some ideas I want to try. Pre-outro is the concluding section of the song. Pre-chorus, a section that comes before the chorus to build anticipation. Interlude, a section, instrumental section between parts of the song. Hook, a catchy musical phrase or riff that is often repeated. You hear that in the song "Eating Our Way Through Brazil." That there's a kind of a hook to it. It's the theme that stuff from "Eating Our Way Through Brazil." That's a hook. Expressive markings includes dolce to play or sing sweetly and softly. That sounds good to me. Expressivo to play or sing expressively. Marcato to play or sing with emphasis. That could be useful. I gotta try that one. I think that song needs some marcato, especially since it's such a powerful piece of music and it's alright. Rubato, a flexible tempo to enhance expressiveness. Ooh, I've got to play with that. So some examples to use here. The spoken in a world of dreams. Notice he's got chorus. We will stand together side by side. Instrumental says break. See, he's got in parentheses guitar solo. Fade out. The music gradually softens in silence. Crescendo. The sound grows louder and more intense. Using these commands help ensure that the performance aligns with the intended style and emotion of the song. That's pretty important when you think about it, because of the fact is it's bad enough that the AI is basically is actually performing the music for you, and every single time you end up creating a new song, so there's no way you can go back and say, "Gee, I like the bassist playing the notes he was playing, and I want to change it." Well, guess what? You're gonna get a new song every time. So because that's the only thing about the AI software of iLovesong.ai. I really do wish they had a way you could say, okay, keep the sound that you've already generated, but let's tweak it a little bit. Let's reuse the sound. And make it a little bit better. You can do that with Night Cafe for artwork. There's no reason why you can't do that with music. But other than iLovesong AI has not have the feature, but it's still absolutely fun to do that. Now, I was going to upload the songs to the um, tonight. I'm going to upload them later, only because of the fact is it's getting. I'm gonna get ready to head out soon to go to comedies, but I'm gonna upload this first. But as well, right? Let me combine this and the other song together, or segment together, as one big video, because the other one is beautiful and everything. Explain how to create music. Unfortunately, I've got to switch the camera over to me, and I want to just fix that hanging Chad, if you know what I'm saying, so that we can get it so you can see how it all works. So, without any further ado, let me just say, everybody, thank you ever so much for watching this. And do not be afraid to try software. It's really fun. There's a lot of tools you can do. There's some features you can try. Musicians who know what this is all about can do more than me and figure out ways to really make iLovesong AI really, really work hard. Or if you later decide to use, there's even a tool that can actually create sheet music from MP3s, MP4s as well. So if you want to create music and sheet music or MIDI files for your own sequencers, you could do that too. But for most people, I think this is a pretty good start into the music testing and music genre. Alright, so let's go back to explaining what happens with your music. You keep your music here in your online page here, okay? And you might want to try this program, but like I said, you get 3 free songs. 3 free songs. Each of the 3 songs gives you 2 versions Okay, that's it. And it doesn't refill, and you got to basically start over each month or with a new account, whatever. But maybe like me, you don't want to go through much craziness. So let's take a look at the prices. I'm gonna talk about the plans I think that are probably gonna be most appropriate for most people. There's a monthly plan. Never mind this, but it says so suitable for beginners to experience is good way of answering it. So it's about $9.80 a month. Okay, up to 600 songs maximum per month. Can generate songs up to 4 minutes long. 300 generation times per month at 4 cents a generation. That's what's in the price. Okay. 500 download times per month. 10 running jobs at once. Music storage up to 1 year. Okay. Um. This is okay for starting out. But the other two plans, now these are, there's actually a total of 9 tiers, okay? Or 3 tiers of 3 plans each. But we'll just go through the next one, $7.35 a month. Which is suitable for professional creators to create commercial music. That's important. Commercial music. Now, if you want to write a song and you want it to be able to show up in the DMCA database and you want to get your royalties, that's the one to go with. Okay? How you get it into the DMCA database at YouTube, I do not know how. Now, I will tell you the most important thing you need to do is obviously upload. So, that's how you would start, by uploading it and get it into YouTube Music. Also, by making songs as music. That's a whole nother category. I will look into that more details. How you get songs added to the DMCA database. Can generate songs of 4 minutes long and extend them to 6 minutes or longer. I'll highlight this. And extend them for 6 minutes or longer. Now, I already told you that the 4 minute song is going to get truncated. Okay, so if you could extend them, right, in essence, it's going to be adding a whole new, more than likely, it's going to add a whole nother piece of music on top of it. So it's going to, maybe it uses the exact same format, I don't know. But, no guarantee on that. Okay? So, commercial use, as I mentioned, is important. Permanent music storage with unlimited storage space. That's important because right now I got over 100 songs in here, and I've created so many songs over and over again that I don't have room to really store them on my hard drive. I was seriously will clog up my hard drive big time. Up to 600 songs maximum per year. Let's see, X12 or times 12. Well, let's just go by the monthly instead so you understand. So 600 songs per month, 300 generate times per month, 50 running jobs at once, unlimited download MP3 and MP4 files. Okay. Now, this here is a yearly plan. So we're just going to charge your credit card or debit card once a year. Maybe you don't want to stick around that long. Maybe you don't know if you like it. If you're trying it out on the monthly plan and you don't like it, you can cancel anytime. Okay. If it's subscribed anytime it's more than an hour straight. Okay. That's the cheaper rate $7.35 a month, US dollars. However, like I said, maybe you don't want to do a year payment. Maybe you don't have the resources to do it by the year. So you may want to go for the in-between plan, which is quarterly. Again, you get the commercial use included, any that generates revenue. That is still key. That's still important. Can generate the songs 4 minutes long in 6 minutes or longer with extension, permanent music storage with unlimited storage space up to 600 minutes, 600 songs per month, 300 generation times per month. Okay, 20 running jobs once, unlimited downloads and MP3 files. That's what I have, and because the quarterly one is kind of in the happy middle. You're not paying for the whole year, and you're not paying for the month. You still get your commercial support for licensing your music, so that's important. The premium and advanced plan. I don't think these are likely to be things that the average viewer is going to want to mess with at first. But let's take a look at the advanced one, or the premium one. Commercial use included, can generate songs that are 4 minutes long and then extend them up to 6 minutes or longer. Permanent music storage with unlimited sounds the same, up to 3,000 songs maximum per month, 1,500 generates times per month, 20 running jobs at once, unlimited downloads of MP3s. That's $29 a month, guys. That is ridiculous, okay? Annual payment, commercial usage included. It doesn't really give you any really advanced sweetness. Though you get more running time. So let's take a look at the most top tiers. Up to 5,600 songs maximum per month, 2,800 generation times. This is $49.80 a month. 50 running jobs at once, unlimited downloads, MP3s, MP4s. You still got commercial use. Commercial use. 100 running jobs once. In other words, what you get out of this that's different? Not a thing. Just more music generation time. So, I would say, if you're going to use this, just go with the basic plan. You don't need to go with the advanced plan. It's just, basic monthly, if you're willing to supposedly not be able to copyright your songs, to quarterly or annual, I would say stick with this unless you really gun hungry, really got the money to burn, and you really can justify the additional costs for the premium and advanced if you really can. I don't know if most people are going to go that route. So for now, thank everybody for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.